Hi guys, this video is going to be on adding and subtracting fractions. I'm going to do a couple examples that are pretty easy going and the basics, and then I'm going to do a couple examples with adding unlike denominators. So let's jump right to it. This should be a short video, I hope, unless I completely don't know where my pencil's at. Got an extra one on my desk, so here we go. First example, say you have negative 4/13 plus 6/13. I say 13ths, but it's negative 4/13 plus 6/13. So here is how we're going to do it. Well, I've got negative 4 plus 6/13. My first step is rewrite. I'm going to put my balance line. And by the way, you should be showing your steps. This is exactly what I want to see. I want to see it rewritten, and then I want you to go from there. If the denominators are the same, you're good to go. You can just start adding the top numerators together, the top part of the fractions. Something I will say right out, you'll notice I have a negative fraction, I have a positive fraction. For me, I like to see this. I like to see, well, it's negative 4 plus 6. That's what we're focusing on. This is all divided by the denominator does not change. So I do want to see this written right here, where I have negative 4 plus 6, all divided by 13. 13 doesn't change. And then it's just adding, it's just like order of operations. We deal with the top part of the fraction first. This is like my big, nasty fraction. Negative 4 plus 6. I got 4 evil triples, 6 good triples. The pairs line up for intergalactic law of poof. And all I have left is 2/13. If you wanted to simplify, you could. Well, 13 is prime and so is 2. So this fraction is not going to simplify. So then I have negative 4/13 plus 6/13 is equal to 2/13. And we're done. Okay, so first example, here we go, next example. Like I said, real quick, this video. 3 2/5 minus 2 4/5. If you remember back in the day, and I'll do it old school. 3 2/5 minus 2 4/5. We're going to work with the fractions first. Well, 2/5 and 4/5. 2/5, I don't have enough fifths. I have 2 of them, and I'm taking away 4. I have 2/5, and I'm taking 4/5 away. So if I've got 2, and I need to take 4 away, I've only got 2 to work with. So I'm going to borrow. This turns into 2. Now if you need a little reminder, I add whatever the denominator is to here. So this would turn into 2 is right there and 5. Well, I'm borrowing, so I'm taking a whole and I'm breaking it into 5 pieces and adding it to the 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Now I can do my subtraction. So now I've got my 7. Take my 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got 3 fifths. Well, 2 minus 2 is 0, so all I have left is 3 fifths. Is one way of doing it. Here's another way, and this is basically, I'm going to adjust this, okay? Another way of doing it is, well, I have 3 2/5 minus 2 4/5. Right? I'm going to take 3 2/5 and I'm going to take it and split it apart. Or, well, let me rephrase that. I'm just going to show how I would do this with just doing it like this. I'm going to look at that 3 minus 2. I'm going to look at the whole numbers. And then right next to it, I'm going to have 2/5 minus 4/5. Three minus 2 is 1. I'm just subtracting the whole numbers. Plus, well, I have 2/5 and 4/5. I'm going to change it just like I did up here on this part right here. I'm going to change it to look like 2 minus 4 divided by 5 over one denominator. okay, is equal to, well, here we go, 2 negative 4, 2 minus 4. If I have $2 and I lose $4, really I've lost $2 over 5. And now you're asking yourself, well, what about, well, I can't leave an answer like that. I have this one and this negative fraction. That doesn't work. Like, this is positive and this is negative. Can't you simplify? Yes, you can. So on that note, I would just take this 1 plus negative 2/5. I would take 1. It's a whole number, so I should be able to turn it into 5 over 5 plus negative 2 over 5. Well, do the same thing as we did just a few steps up here ago. 5 plus negative 2 divided by 5 is equal to 3/5. Minus 2 over 4/5 turned into 3/5. And there's my answer also. Either way is fine. I know you guys are very comfortable doing it like this. Have at it. That's a little different. Give it a try. You might like it because I'm gonna do it on the next section. 5 over 8 plus 3/8. Straightforward enough, right? Start my balanced line. Rewrite equals 5 plus 3 over 8. And 5 plus 3 is 8 divided by 8. And hopefully now you're saying 8 divided by 8. Well, 8 divided by 8 is 1. So I simplified and I just said flat out, what is 8 divided by 8? It's 1. So the answer is 1. So we're good on that part. Fast video, right? Hopefully. Number 2, or my second set of examples. Just wanted to say this flat out. Common denominators. Fractions must have common denominators when adding and subtracting. I think I've got an ing right there. Yep. Because we need the total to take. We need to take equal sized pieces away or add equal sized pieces like together. I need the pieces to be the same size if I'm taking them away, because I don't know, like, let's say you walk into a store and you need a bag of 10 marbles, but they've only got 12 pack of marbles. How are you going to take 10 marbles away from 12 packs? Like, that's not going to work. Common denominators. Here we go. Example number 2. 2/3 minus 3 over 10. Well, I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to think to myself, well, how can I turn these into each other? One way is to just multiply the denominators together. 3 times 10 is 30. So I would just make both fractions 30. The denominator is 30. Well, there's always that rule. Whatever you do on one side, you have to, on the bottom, you have to do on the top. So how do I go from 3 to 30? I got to times this by 10. Again, whatever I do on the bottom, got to do on the top. What do I times 10 by? Well, times 10 by 30, or to get 30, I times it by 3. I got times the 3 by 3. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 3 is 9. I would say, oh, by the way, notice I'm naturally doing it. This is equal to something over 30. 20 minus 9. And 20 minus 9 is definitely 11 over 30. Okay? Can I simplify that? Nope. 11 is prime. Can't simplify that. I'm just going to do this selection. So, real quick, I'm going to rewrite 5 over 26 plus 1 over 6. Again, yeah, it's not the best situation. I'm also going to show 2 different ways of doing this. So what I did over here was I just multiplied the denominators together. That's fine. 26 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 2 is 18. Plus 3 18 plus 3 is 21. So I have 216. 216. Massive denominators. What the heck? I times 26 by 6. So I got to times this by 6. So 5 times 6 is 30. I times 6 by 26. So I got to times 1 by 26. 1 times 26 is 26. 30 plus 26 is 56 over 216. I can divide 56 and 216 by 2. Here we go. 56 divided by 2 is, well, let's go and do some long division. 2 goes into 5 2 times, minus 4. Bring down to 6. 2 goes into 16 8 times, so we got 28 over 208. 16 divided by 2, we got 1. Bring down to 1. Doesn't go into 1, so I have to add a 0. A lot of people forget to add that 0. Make sure you add that 0 right there. Bring down to 6. 2 goes into 16 8 times, so now we have 228 over 108. Yep. We can still simplify it. Divide top and bottom by 2 again. Yes, if you want to divide by 4 and make it a little faster, you could. Glad you asked. 28 divided by 2 is definitely 14. 108 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5, right? And 2 goes into 8 4 times, so we got 54. You can always tell Mr. V thinks he messed up whenever he gets real quiet, like 6 times 6 is 36. Ugh. 6 times 2 is 12. You're probably yelling at me right now. And it should have been 15, so it should have been, oh wow. Let's go back in time. You're probably like, wrong, wrong, wrong. Mr. V's gonna realize it. Just wait. It's always funny when he figures out he messed up. I think it's hilarious. I realized, because I know 26 is 13, I should only divide by 2 twice. 156, 156. The 30 and 26 were correct. The rest of it totally wrong. 56 over 156. Here we go. I'm just going to divide by 4, because I know I can. 56 divided by 4 is going to be 14, I know for a fact. Right? Yep. 14 over, and then 156 divided by 4. That goes in 3 times, minus 12. Bring down to 3, 6. 4 goes into 36 9 times. 0. 39. 14 over 39, and that cannot be simplified. So my final answer would be 14 over 39. All because of this 156. Sorry I had to redo that. Well, there's a reason why I don't like doing that one. 26. If you know your factors, it's equal to 2 times 13. And 6, that's equal to 2 times 3. So here's what I do. They both have a 2. So I don't need to multiply anything by 2. 26 is missing a 3, and 6 is missing a 13. So if I just take these 2's that I circled, I just write it once, because they both have the same 2. 3 times 13. This is going to give me the least common denominator. 2 times 3 is 6. And then 6 times 13 is going to be, 6 times 3 is 18. Now it's 18. Carry to 1. 78. Check my math, please. So if I have 5 over 26 plus 1 over 6, I'm going to rewrite. I know I want 78. Need a little background area. I would times this one. I have to times 26 by whatever was missing. Doesn't have 3, so I would times it by 3. So we have 15 over 78. The 6 is missing the 13. One times 13 is 13. So real quick, just to show you exactly what happened. Give it a minute. Here we are. Here's my 2. That's why I know I needed 2. Needed a 4, or I needed 13. So I only used it once. Then I needed 3. Come on. No. There we go. I needed a 3, so I only used it once also. But you notice I circled 2 with that green? That's because it was used twice. I only need to use it one time. 15 plus 13 is 28, divided by 78. Divide top and bottom by 2 because they are both even. 14 over, let's see, 58 divided by 2, or 78 divided by 2. Let's go and just do that real quick. 2 goes into 7 3 times, minus 6, get a 1, 18. 2 goes into 18 9 times. And look, there's 38 or 39 again. Hey, look, 14 over 39. And we're done. That's the answer. Long-winded answer, I know. Let's go and do this last problem. We'll just do it one way. 8 minus 2 over 17. Here's what I think. I would kind of do it with the way we did earlier. I would do 8 minus 2 plus, well, I know I'm going to be taking away 2 and 1/7. So I would just leave that as negative 1/7 because I'm going to take that away in a minute. 8 minus 2 is just 6. But I still want to take away negative 1 over 7 because it's negative. I would take one whole number, take this apart and call it 5 plus 1 plus negative 1/7. And then I have 5 plus 7 over 7, because I have to have equal pieces to take stuff away, plus negative 1 over 7, because I'm running out of space. 7 plus negative 1 is 6 over 7. So my final answer would be 5 and 6/7 is one way of doing it. If you want to go back to the first example and do it that way, that's fine also, but it's just a different way of doing it. So I'm always all for different ways of seeing things. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.